I get this question asked so much. Before we get started, I want to say, Wolf Gang, what's good, guys? Your boy is Alpha Wolf. Welcome back to the channel. Wolf Gang. Let's get. So as you can tell by the title, what this video is about, right? And I get asked frequently, how do you know Mystic, man? How long have you known Mystic? How long you and Mystic been friends? When did you guys meet? All right, man, I'm about to break it all down for you right now so you guys know the full story, how long we really been boys, all right? So all these FAQs, you know what I mean? Frequently asked questions can get answered today, all right? Me and Mystic have been boys since, man, like right before I graduated high school. So I think I was like 17 and he was 18. Damn, it's been like 9 years since we've been boys. Damn! The very first time I ever met him was at this club called The Buzz, alright? It's an old club, doesn't exist anymore, but it was an 18 and under joint, and I was really heavy into dancing, like street dance. But I'd go to this club all the time because it was like a thing to do when you were in like high school on the weekend to go hit up the club. It was only on a Thursday night, and everyone would talk about it Friday, and then you'd enjoy the weekend. And I remember I saw him a couple times before we actually talked. And the first time we actually talked, he was like, "Yo, man, check me out." He had a flyer in his hand. I do music. I'm doing a show, and you guys should come through and stuff. I'm like, alright, bro. And I remember I went to the show, and it wasn't, I mean, this is like those underground shows, where like a couple people go and it's at some like bar that's rented out and it's all bougie, and I was like, okay, bro, okay. The show was cool, and at the time I had met Chalk, which is our producer. He makes some of the music that you guys hear in our videos. So like the intro that you guys just saw, or the outro music for my channel, Chalk made those beats. Shout outs to Chalk, man, I see you, bro. I was like, oh, bro, perfect. So I had introduced him to Chalk, and they started making music. YouTube wasn't really big at the time, there was a couple people on it. Like I remember PewDiePie had like just started. It wasn't like a go-to place. You just upload your videos and then you take the video and share it somewhere else, like MySpace. That was like the go-to move at the time. I would literally sit in on almost every session that they do. I got really heavy into the music side of things. And I was like, man, I want to do music too. I was surrounded by it so much that I was like, what, maybe I'll spit a couple bars.
You can hope that, cause we ain't going nowhere like a new tab. And I'm getting more ink than a school kid's notebook. Wardrobe has its own lookbook. Rewind the book.
And I can't really rap, alright? I know. I ain't got no bars, and I'm not trying to be a rapper or nothing like that. So I remember Mystic had landed his first gig to do a show, and it was out here in LA, and I was like, all right, bet, I'm there, bro, let's go. So we flew out to LA, and man, even though I was sick, bro, my stomach was turning, I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's perform. We came all this way, let's just do it. By the end of that show, man, I was like, ugh, I was all sick, and literally it was just a one-day thing, and flew right back to AZ. I was never the guy in front of the camera, all right? I was always the guy behind the camera filming, and then I'd edit all of that for Mystic, for all his music videos back in the day. Yeah, we just gradually became boys. I don't know, it just happened that things had worked out that way, and we both had that same drive, that same hustle, and I wanted to make like sick clothing, so I found a way to incorporate it, and I started designing t-shirts for Mystic, because we started doing all these shows, and then we started selling the t-shirts left and right at the shows, threw them out into the crowd. It was lit, bro. Those were cool times. We were all hyped, we're like, oh man, we killed it. I remember when YouTube really started becoming a thing, there was a contest online called Chris Stokes I Want to Be a Star, and me and Mystic had came across it, and I was like, yo, bro, there's this contest where you can get put on. Basically this guy was looking for a singer, rapper, actor, dancer, and all that, and I was like, alright, bet. I entered in as a dancer, and Mystic had entered in as a rapper slash actor, and we got pretty far, bro. We honestly got pretty far in the contest.
Mystic, you have a chance for the top 25.
At the end of the day, the contest was BS, and it didn't really go anywhere, and nobody ever got put on. It was just like a thing, but it sparked an interest in us. You know, we had started building kind of a mini following at the time. And that was like my very first time ever being in front of the camera. I'd literally record myself, pow, 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 you know, dancing and stuff. It was weird. We went to like all these dancing events, little crump battles underground. And then we started incorporating dancing with the music, so we'd do shows and dancing. And then it got to a point where I remember I had gotten the call from Mystic where he's like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna start doing this comedy thing. I'm still gonna do music, but I'm gonna do this comedy thing. I'm like, what? And YouTube had really started popping off at the time. I was like, all right, go for it, bro, go for it. It took him a minute to get even 100,000, because people weren't really on YouTube like they are on YouTube now. That's when I was the most saddest. I keep a small circle, you know? I remember he had told me, he's like, man, the YouTube thing is going good. I'm at 100,000. I'm about to head out to, I'm gonna move to LA. I'm like, what? No, bro, don't go, bro. What am I supposed to do out here in Arizona? I don't know, like, I don't have any other friends other than family, you know? He had moved and, you know, his channel blew up, bro. You guys saw it. It went from, it just started growing like crazy, and he had 1 million. I remember he made frequent trips back and forth between Arizona and California. Every time he came back, bro, he just grew and grew and grew. He was at my house when his very first video hit 1 million. And then he was at my house again when he hit 1 million subscribers, and I was like, damn, bro, you did it, bro. You have 1 million people following you. That is crazy. So he's always been a hustler, man. He's always been on his grind, always been trying to push forward, keep that positive energy, and just keep, you know, going after what he's trying to go after. Meanwhile, I'm in Arizona between that time, and I'm working a job. I originally started at Skype, and then I moved over to Google and did that for like 3 years. I had a steady job, good income, great car. I was driving my Dodge Charger at the time. Between that time also, you know, I was also making frequent trips back and forth to LA just to, you know, hang out with him and stuff like that, you know, and just go see the city. You know, I was always out in LA. So if any of you guys watched his OG vlog, you guys might have seen me in them. Mystic had told me a couple times, you know, he's like, yo, bro, just start a channel, you know. You gotta grind on it, but just start a channel and, you know, people will eventually latch on. It's like, all right, man. And I never thought I was gonna do it seriously, because I had already, you know, a good job, great place to stay. I had my family, and you know, I was comfortable. And the issue with that, the issue of being comfortable is that's it. You know, that's it until you get married, and then you're gonna overcome all the other obstacles, and you're just stuck. And I remember I had left Google, I started doing Uber and Lyft, and that's where I was feeling the pressure. I was like, man, this is really what I want to do, because at the time Uber was doing good, you would make good money on it. And that's when I had bought my Honda. That's kind of the reason I bought my Honda, was so that I could do Uber and make bread and turn that into like my money-making machine, you know? Then I had eventually stopped doing Uber because I was putting a lot of miles on my car, and I was like, nah, it's not for me. And then I had went to, I had connects over at Facebook, so I started working over at Facebook, doing ads for them. My issue was, you know, I wasn't happy. And so I had the Chino Alpha Wolf channel just chilling there, and he always told me, he's like, you know, bro, just start grinding on it. And so over the last year, I really took my channel serious. I had started working a little bit on my channel back home in Arizona, putting out a couple videos. I had told Mark, I was like, bro, I want to come to LA. I want to, you know, do all this. And he's like, for sure, I got you. And this is when he had the house in the hills, so he had just moved in. He's like, yeah, bro, you can come. And I was like, all right. And I was nervous as hell. I had like no money in my pockets. I had just sold all my stuff, and I made the move, man. I made the move, packed up, and moved out to LA. From there, it wasn't easy, man. I wasn't like silver spoon fed or nothing like that. You know, I had a place to stay, but I still had to grind and make money. So while I was doing YouTube, I was working shitty jobs, man. I was working at a call center out in LA. I was working as a dishwasher just to make my payments, you know, on my phone, my car, stuff like that, while I was still pursuing YouTube, going to these events and things like that. So, you know, we just been doing shit for the past 9 years, and it's just crazy how far we've came. Yeah, man, I would have never expected 400,000 people to be like, yo, I fuck with you, Chino, or, you know, for this channel to grow the way it's growing within like a year span. So it's just crazy, and it's a blessing. I'm still gonna continue to work hard until we hit that milli, man. Milli gang, let's get it. But yeah, even to this day, man, I'm still, you know, helping Mystic film his videos or being a part of the videos. You know, we're both on our grind. And when he had left the house in the hills, I had the choice, you know, like, what do I want to do? Why I chose not to stay with him. You know, we're getting older, man, and I damn near knew Mystic now for 9 years, almost 10 years. He's got to have his space, and I wanted my own space, but I didn't mind having the boy Yerv around because it's, you know, to keep us pushing until we hit our goals, you know. But the biggest motivation behind me, behind my channel, behind everything is for my family, you know. I'll buy little things like a chain or whatever for me, but the real reason why I do any of this stuff, the real reason why behind my channel or any of this is so that I can do things for my family. I want to make sure that they're good, and, you know, that they're eating and living, and that I have money. If I need to take care of them, you know, I got their back. Because still on my family side, you know, it's still a struggle, it's still a grind. So I want to be able to help them out as much as I can, while still supporting me, and also to you guys. You guys are a big reason behind the channel. That's why I do giveaways, because you guys are my family, so I want to be able to give back. It's just that when we left the house, I chose to go separate ways, but we are still boys. You know, we all have our own separate lives, and we all got to grow, and we all got to grind on our own. So I hope you guys do the same, all right? So yeah, I see Mystic as family at this point. It's not a friend, not an acquaintance. Mystic is family to me. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. Hopefully I answered some of you guys' questions. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to comment them down below. Remember, I am doing the iPad mini giveaway. Link for that is down below in the description. Make sure you guys go check it out, be a part of it, and enter a chance to win. Posted a video on my Facebook page, so make sure you guys copy that and share it on your Facebook wall, and you get extra points towards the raffle to get to increase your chances to win. All right, so post it on your Facebook wall. And I love all you guys, man. I hope you guys are also grinding out there wherever you are. You guys are amazing. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for being a part of my family and growing with me. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, if you woke up today, you already got the W. You already know what it is, man. Wolf King.